Rev up your engines! Welcome to my Thursday video, where I answer a viewer's question with an entire video. And today's question comes from Charlie6678. And Charlie asks, what car company makes the worst engines these days? And that's a very good question. Who wants to buy a crappy engine? Well, there are quite a few poorly made engines out there. I'm going to talk about a few of them, and in the end I'm going to tell you which company makes the worst ones overall. Now, perhaps one of the worst late model engines made was a 2.7 liter Chrysler V6. I had a few customers with those, and it just fell apart in front of their very eyes. Now, granted, the people that didn't maintain them right and change the oil enough, they fell apart faster. But even the customers of mine that followed all the factory recommendations and changing oil and maintaining it, the engine still fell apart. So definitely don't buy a 2.7 liter Chrysler V6 gasoline engine. Stay away from those things. Now, another relatively bad engine was the GM 2.4 Ecotec. A whole bunch of them ended up burning too much oil. There's a class action suit against them for that. And on top of the bad engine design, they had a bad fuel pressure system. That's one of those GDI, high pressure gasoline direct injection engines. When the fuel pressure leaked from bad regulator systems, that would wash the pistons with gasoline, and of course that would wear the engine out faster and make it burn oil too. Now, another pretty weak engine design is the mini 1.6 liter four-cylinder engines that have gasoline direct injection, the GDI system. I've seen those engines break down with as little as 34,000 miles on them. Not made all that well. It's the marketing thing, the Mini, it's cute. And, oh, women like them because, oh, they're such cute looking cars. But really, they're not all that well made. Let's face it, you've got a car that's basically been designed by BMW, which are notorious for making high-tech, expensive to repair machines that break all the time. And you've got the English building the things in England. English cars are also not known for their reliability. Think Jaguar. And speaking of companies that are sort of merged together and are building cars together, don't forget about the Kia/Hyundai cars. In 2013, Hyundai bought 33.8% of Kia. So they're pretty much a merged type of company. And in 2017, Hyundai/Kia had to recall 1.2 million cars because the engines could just lock up and blow up while you're driving down the road. These engines were the 2.0 four-cylinders and the 2.4 cylinder engines. What happened was, yes, they built them wrong. They got metal shavings when they built them inside the engines that could clog everything up. And then some of the parts inside the crankshaft, I believe, were rough and ragged, and then they'd drag on something and metal would go in them and the engine could just seize right up while you're driving them. And while I'm talking about merged company, Fiat/Chrysler, they make a diesel engine that's perhaps one of the worst diesel engines ever made. It's a 3.0 liter V6 diesel engine that they use. They call it an eco diesel. Well, I kind of tend to agree there, because a diesel engine is really ecological when it blows up and it doesn't run anymore, because then it can't pollute. I have seen these 3.0 V6 diesel engines that they use in the Chryslers blow up as early as 16,000 miles. Then they just stopped running. And so far, Chrysler/Fiat's solution to people, they say, oh, you should use 5W40 full synthetic oil instead of the 5W30 oil that they suggested. As if that little bit of change in viscosity is going to save a diesel engine that wasn't made right in the first place. And of course, this has to do with Fiat buying Chrysler. This particular engine is an Italian-made engine. It has nothing to do with American technology. It's a complete Italian design, and a lot of the engines that Chrysler uses in their cars now are Italian designs, and really, they're not all that great. So now, the moment you're all waiting for, who makes the worst engines these days? Well, Hyundai/Kia had to recall 1.2 million cars for bad engines, but really, Fiat Chrysler, especially considering the history of Chrysler engines over the last couple of decades, wins the prize. I say that Fiat/Chrysler make the worst engines today. At least for any mass-produced car that's sold in the United States. I suppose there's cars made somewhere or someplace that are worse, but these are the ones I'm talking about that are sold in the United States and are mass-produced. And since this is the Thursday segment where I answer a viewer's question, place your own question on the YouTube comments below, and I'll pick the best ones to make a single video to answer your questions. And where else can you find a guy with 50 years experience of fixing cars to answer your own question with a video? So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.